Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to the morning after. I don't know why I'm singing it today, but let's go ahead. We got a couple new people. So, Russ, tell us where you're calling in from and all that.
I'm Russ White. I'm with Q Life Magazine, and I'm calling in from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Nice, mother.
I'm Mark Monfinny. I'm from Seattle, Washington.
And one of our new people, Chris.
Hi, I'm Christopher Henry, and I'm calling in from New York City. I am an actor, and I'm so excited to be joining the morning after.
Hi, buddy. We go way Back. Okay, Brenton.
My name is Burton Kuhn, also known as Leah Sky, and I'm calling in from Los Angeles, California.
Woohoo! Michael.
Woo-hoo. My name is Michael Barbieri. I'm the dining and entertainment writer for Q Life Magazine, and I'm calling in from New York City.
Woohoo! It's cloudy here today in New York.
Yes, I was in Las Vegas last week, and that was why I wandered in.
He snuck on screen, but now you're there in all your glory. And another new person, Danny. What's going on?
Hi, I'm Danny. I am like the child of this gig. I'm from New Jersey, but currently coming from Orlando on vacation.
Well, welcome from Thank you for spending your vacation with us.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump right in. So the main thing that I was hearing from people, just friends of mine, because they know like I do this now and we do this every week. They're like, why hasn't there been mini challenges? Why hasn't there been pit crew? And bam, right off the bat, we're like, thank you for giving us what we wanted. For a while there, I was thinking that the pit crew wasn't showing up because we're on VH1 now, and maybe they were like, oh, you can't have that many, naked menses on VH1. But at the same time, they're doing nasty pig commercials right after. So I'm like, they can't be.
Which is the first time they've been on national TV. Time Warner wouldn't let them do that in 2014.
Well, thank you, Spectrum. And thank you. Cheers to Nasty Pig. Wait, Michael, what are you drinking? You made a special Kardashian cocktail for us.
It's a Kardashian cocktail. I call it Down with the Swirl.
Oh, I wonder why that's a Kardashian cocktail. So let's explain it to us. What did you do?
It's Bailey's, Godiva, chocolate vodka, and a little bit of chocolate syrup, and all shaken up, and then the chocolate syrup is swirled into the glass, and the glass, as you'll see, has the big bottom.
The big bottom that'll break the internet if you throw it at it. That's
exactly. So it's a Kim K.
Okay, so speaking of mini challenge, what did everybody think? I thought it was a cute mini challenge. I thought it set up the main challenge pretty well. Christopher, one of our newbies, what did you think of the mini challenge?
So I thought that Alexis gave the best pose, but I didn't think not everybody was giving such a strong selfie game. I think that out of all of them, she gave the strongest, but it was kind of a lackluster challenge for me. The new pit crew is incredibly hot, and that was really great to see. But
the little furry one kind of reminded me of you, Chris. I was like, there's a little furry guy.
Little hairy guy.
Mama, what did you think?
Well, it was very interesting to see what some of them would wear to a beach. I'm sorry, but Eureka looked like a beached whale wrapped in red.
Maybe that was, okay.
I love Sasha's, though. Sasha was all in black, sticking very much to character. Peppermint's this was the first Peppermint outfit that I liked.
I really liked the outfit. She looked very 1940s pinup.
Yes. She was very cute.
Very smart. I thought she was very smart for when you have to do drag in 2 minutes. Throw some fucking sunglasses on, then you don't have to do your goddamn
and put your hair up in a do-rag.
Bam. That's probably why she looks so good and put together, because it's she didn't have to spend time on all that business.
Because she threw it together.
Because she threw it together, I think. She's like, you look thrown together, darling. What I loved is that we saw Cuckoo's picture when they showed it on screen. It was blurry. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that was a really bad picture.
It's bless her heart. Okay, so getting on to the main challenge. I might have rolled my eyes 85 times when I heard this was the main challenge this week. There's a fly in here. I don't like the Kardashians. What's everyone kind of take on the challenge, the Kardashians? Danny, let's go to you.
I also despise the Kardashians. I don't. If anybody, I like Khloe, and I'm also very disappointed because I was looking forward to a good Khloe, but just as the selections were getting selected, I was like, Nina.
Yeah, well, with Chloe, I understand why they would do a Kardashian challenge because Chloe's been a judge before, and she's kind of part of the Ru family, the Drag Race family.
Well, Kardashians are on VH1.
That's true. So let's keep it in the family, kids.
They were obligated contractually,
and it's their last season.
Oh, is it?
Yes. Herself for not being here for this challenge because she loves the Kardashians.
Right? So I don't know. Okay, Brittane, what did you think of the challenge this week?
I thought that I don't like the Kardashians either, and I honestly didn't like the music that they lip synced to. Usually, so like a couple seasons ago when they were all flight attendants, I thought the music was really cute and really good, and each one. This one was the first musical for Drag Race that I didn't like the music itself. I thought to myself, I would not want to have to perform to that.
Some of those voices were extreme, though.
What was that?
If you guys noticed that some of those voices were extreme, like
yeah,
I was like really when I was looking at Chloe's voice, I was like, who voiced that? It sounded really off to what even a girl would sound like. Like
LA singers, baby. They hire those lady LA singers to sing it. Anyway, okay, so but that being said, okay, I wasn't super like mad at like what the product of the challenge. I was like, okay. She was kind of cute. Like we had some good moments. We had some good performances. What were your favorite performances? Let's go to Hey Boy in the background. Well, since he's there, let's go to Mama. Who was your favorite this week in the challenge?
In the challenge, that's a tough one because I didn't like this challenge. Like it's like while the writing was good, the music was bad.
Yeah,
they were trying to do a take on Hamilton with the three sisters things, the Shiloh sisters, and he's just going to sit back there and take selfies like a Kardashian all day. That's all he's going to do. But yeah, it just didn't seem right. It was not good. I thought for doing nothing, Eureka was fabulous. I didn't understand.
Could have been better.
Why Lindsay Lohan sounded like this.
That was weird.
Well,
I think they were going for like she always when she talks she sounds gravelly now, so I get what they were going for. It was a little extreme.
Oh, like she's been gargling with
with gravel and scotch is what she gargles with. Russ, favorite performances? Oh, she is done. Favorite performance?
Peppermint was awesome.
She did a great Brittany.
Brittany for having to pull that off, she pulled it off.
Also, did she just have that jumpsuit? Was she just like, where did that jumpsuit come from? Because that was a pretty good Brittany jumpsuit.
Yeah.
She's giving me toxic. I'm like, all right.
I didn't know they made that jumpsuit in.
Hi, Kitty.
In my size.
Kitty.
Hi, Kitty.
Nomi wants to be a star. Get out of here, kid.
Get your pussy out.
I did notice that Brittany.
Off the screen.
What do you know?
I did notice that Brittany had an awfully big vagina, though.
Yes.
Well, she's just trying to be accurate to the real Britney, so that's not her.
2 children, leave her alone.
Built to scale.
What's that like? Does she have 3 babies now?
I think it's just 2.
Oh, just 2.
It feels like 3.
They're twins.
Well,
right?
2 and the ex-husband.
Yeah.
Better line. Yeah.
I did like again, Shea Coulee was amazing.
Oh
yeah.
Shea slayed like. From head to toe, giving us all the moves, all the dance moves I want to see. And the thing is, with that part, if it had been Nina, I feel like it would have been like yawn, or like it like would have been someone came on stage. It could have been a big thing, and it wasn't. And she made it the like feature of the challenge.
Yeah,
and that's what she wanted.
Too posy, like she would have done more strike a pose kind of thing. Whereas Shea Coulee really delivered the dance moves and really delivered kind of the essence of Black China. And the same thing with Peppermint. I mean, Peppermint by the way, how many great confessional moments did Peppermint deliver last night? My black ass is playing Britney motherfucking Spears.
But I love how she was on board. Like, and she was even trying to read Nina, being like, "There's only like 2 black roles. You're gonna play a white girl."
Well,
but that's the thing. Okay, and from the beginning, it's like Nina didn't get her part, and all she did was whine about it. And it's like
moped.
And Peppermint owned it and nailed it.
Well, that's what I think is great about Peppermint, and this is because she's a seasoned queen. Is like she's like, okay, what's my challenge? Okay, great, let's do it. Let's go. She's not one to be like, I don't really like that, but I'll do it anyway. It's like,
well, I mean, a couple of us here are New York queens, and we've seen Peppermint, perform for years, and she's incredible. And I was
exactly. We keep trying to sell that to Mother, and she's not buying it.
Not buying
it. But she really, this week, she really came into her own. I mean, what she wore on the runway. I mean, but the performance, the Britney was.
Oh no! As a performer, I think she's amazing. On the show, I think she's doing horribly.
Agreed. Well, she's just not showcasing herself best. And I gotta say, I clocked it in the first episode, and I clocked it on the runway this week. Her lace on her wigs. I see nobody else's lace. I see her lace.
Valentina's lace this week.
Was it?
Yes.
I didn't
I didn't even see that.
All right, I have to go back and watch. Okay. That being said, we had another makeup room moment where we had an apology, a little coming together. I'm kind of glad they talked about this stuff because it is a big thing in the gay community. And I think it's because we're gay men, but we're still men. We're not necessarily supposed to have eating disorders or admit that we do or that we have problems in these areas. So it's it was good to hear 3 queens talk about, I struggle with this, I struggle with that. Because the more you talk about it, the more you normalize it and more people can talk about that.
Actually, it was 4 because Shay.
Was it 4?
Shay spoke up at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Choose an eating disorder. They all have them all.
Well, I mean, I feel in the same with women. It's there are standards of beauty in both worlds that it's hard to live up to sometimes. So people can fall into those pitfalls. I'm glad they talked about it.
Well,
so I think we can.
Said, it's becoming RuPaul's, group therapy session.
Group therapy race. Yeah.
I thought it was really great that they tackled it because, I mean, you had a big girl on there who was making what she thought was a fairly innocuous joke about 2 girls who thought was skinny. And then at the same time, you see that the grass is greener on the other side. I mean, a couple of us are performers, some of us are drag performers. We've all been in the gay community, which as much as it's a wonderful community, it is very image driven. And there are eating disorders on both ends. There are people in the bear community who struggle, and there are people in the other aspects of the community who struggle. I struggled with an eating disorder a lot through my early 20s. And I was somebody who grew up overweight as a kid. I mean, that's not a unique story. A lot of us can relate to that. But I'm glad that they addressed it because, we're flooded with shows like Fire Island, and we're flooded with magazines, and everybody, Alex and I did a show called Naked Boys Singing, which can take a toll on yourself.
Were you in that?
Many years ago.
But it can take a toll.
I prefer to stay clothed these days, as you can see. Mother, I loved your face when you said Fire Island just now. You gave me the best eye roll without it being an eye roll.
I'm with you, Mom. I'm with you.
We'll see how she turns out. Anyway, okay, moving right along. So I think we all agree Shay slayed this week. She deserves the win.
I didn't like her runway outfit.
No, what didn't you like about it, Mama?
I didn't think it was faux fur.
The shoulders. That's the thing. It's it wasn't enough for you.
No shoulders.
Yeah. I can see that. Whereas, you see Trinity's outfit, and Trinity was head to toe.
Trinity said in Untouched, she said, "I look like a rooster," and she did.
And but at least she took it to that level. Also, I thought Rue looked the best this week than she's looked all season.
Stunning.
For sure. Gorgeous. The hair was on point. Everything was just really, really pretty. Okay, so that being said, who was your favorite runway look? Let's go to Danny. Danny, who'd you like?
I think I somehow really love Cynthia Lee's look. I kind of like that. I'm into that snow leopard kind of scheme, and it just really dragged my eye. And when the way she held it up, I thought it was one look. So I was expecting it to come down. Also, I was like, okay, you give it, and it piqued my eye, even though it may not have been really popular, but it definitely piqued my eye.
Oh, good. Michael.
Well, I liked Farrah's outfit, even though it looked like she killed Kermit to get it.
I killed the Cookie Monster.
And I sort of liked
flies, honey.
I sort of liked Shay's outfit. And again, speaking of vaginas, it was like she had a big vagina with teeth on the front of her skirt.
Wait, vaginas don't have teeth? I don't have a lot of experience. So I liked. Did anyone else notice that when Aja came out in her faux fur look, that her leotard almost looked exactly like the leotard Valentina was wearing for the Princess Challenge? that Aja clocked her for, being like she's wearing a leotard. I was like, bitch.
And she had foam cellulite on the back too.
Oh, good. I was like, you can't read someone for an outfit, then wear the exact same outfit. I'm sorry.
And speaking of Valentina, both of Valentina's looks, the mini challenge and the runway, she was looking much more mature.
I'd say so. Yeah.
She had much more of a like polished lady look as opposed to young cute girl.
Yeah. Well, if you watched Untucked, and she talks about how she hand stones like all of her stuff, and it's like she obviously gets a lot of pleasure out of that. So the same thing with her face. And so I think the craft of drag is Valentina's thing. Like that's just what she loves.
Very, very much so.
Yeah, Chris, who's your favorite runway or least favorite? You can say that too.
Definitely Valentina for sure. I think she's an incredibly strong competitor. And I think you mentioned Untucked. I remember at one point she was cheering up Farrah and she was telling her just how to approach the competition. And one thing I've noticed about this girl is that she is consistently focused. She is not there to play RuPaul's best friend race. She's there to win. Like from
There's the candle again. There's Valentina's candle with Mark.
Yeah.
Marsha. Hey, Marsha.
No, but I think she's the one to watch, and it's ironic because I think because of her lack of experience, people thought she'd be the one going home. But I think
she has experience altogether, though. I think not so much like debuted experience, but the way she does herself. I feel like she's done a lot of stuff before, but she's never put out in public. So she has watched and observed for years. That's what I feel, because that's what I kind of do now with my makeup. I don't have anything now, but I watch and I observe and I try to perfect myself, because I'm pretty sure she didn't want to come into the gig and looking like a hot mess. She wanted to make sure that when she comes out, she has her craft down pat.
Well, that's the thing. These days with queens who are a little younger, raised with the internet, you can get a tutorial for anything these days online. Like I could maybe make a refrigerator all by myself just by watching a YouTube tutorial. So it's these girls who grow up and they're learning, and if they actually apply themselves, they can get really good in a really short amount of time. So you can't really discount anybody anymore for being like, oh, she's only been on the scene for 10 months. It's like 10 months, just in front of a screen, practicing your makeup will produce a Valentina. Oh, there's a selfie. Hey,
I must do a lot.
Oh. Yes, okay, so moving right along, did we think the bottom three were the right bottom three?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, Chris, speak on that.
I think the problem right now with Cuckoo is that she's falling into a similar trap that Alyssa Edwards used to fall into. However, she doesn't have everything going for her that Alyssa Edwards had going for her. Whereas
she doesn't have a lot of cameras on her dress, is what you're saying.
She doesn't have the strong she's not a strong dancer. She doesn't have she has the one Cuckoo catchphrase. Alyssa used to fall into the trap of, well, you can get away with this because you're Alyssa and you have your Alyssa-isms. And Cynthia kind of has the same thing. I mean, she's wonderful and charming and I adore her, but even her Kim Kardashian, I mean, that was all Cynthia. There was nothing Kim Kardashian
about. And I think it's the way they were reading her for not knowing the words, which, yeah, I don't think she knew the words, but also the style of her lip sync is very weird. It's like she's actually not trying to make words. She's not trying like this. And it's I think that's just her style of lip sync, which it's even if you watch the lip sync with her and Farrah, she's kind of doing the same thing. And it's
I think she would have gone home.
Yeah,
really?
I think so too.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Well, talking about the lip sync, did you notice that there was no commentary during the lip sync? That's when I thought something was up. I was like, this is either a double elimination or a non-elimination, because there was no commentary from the queen singing, the peanut gallery behind them, and no judges, anything like that. They were cutting to them, and they also gave them very similar screen time. Usually when it's one over the other, they'll be this person and then this one doing something tragic, and then this person and then this one being terrible.
Yeah,
they were giving them equal time, and there was no commentary. It was what's going on here? What's about to happen?
The relief is that this is the first lip sync in weeks that was actually a fairly, not that it was great, but it was a fairly evenly matched lip sync rather than just one person phoning it in and the other person slaying.
True.
I was getting tired of that after week after week after week of crappy lip syncs.
I mean, and bless Charlie's heart. I wish he would have done something.
Yeah.
And that was one thing. In Untucked, the girls were saying, I don't want to see another give up moment.
Give us a performance.
Exactly.
And that's all Rue wants, too. She's like, this is the last time to impress me. Like, you have to try to impress. You can't just go up there and be like, I'm going to, I guess, be sad about this. It's like, no, bitch, you're lip syncing for your life.
I thought about that this week when she starts off lip sync for your life. It's like, and don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up.
Fuck it up.
Maybe she should stress that and be like, and let me stress this. Don't fuck it up. Okay, so all right, another queen is gone. Another queen's gone. It was sad to see Eureka go. Because we all loved her. I think we all thought she had potential. I'm glad that she's going to be back for season 10. I know Britain might be not happy that she's coming back for season 10. We've got a budding competition or attendee over here. Competitioner. What's the right word? I can't.
Competitor.
Competitor. There it is.
And don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't like Eureka, but like I said before, cute for a taste, not for a swallow. I couldn't handle that.
Okay. Well, then, yes,
I have a little bit of a theory about Eureka. I don't know if this is true or not. I wonder, because obviously she had gone to the doctor to have her leg looked at.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if she sort of knew that she was going to be asked to leave the competition, and maybe that's why she apologized to everyone in the dressing room. Because
that's what it seemed like to me.
Yeah.
Really?
It seemed like she was making amends, because almost like whenever Kimora got sent home on Untucked, all she did was basically say goodbye to everybody instead of prepare for a lip sync. That's what Eureka felt like to me, was really just making amends before all the girls had to
redemption.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was like, I think there was genuine shock on the girls' faces, so I don't think everyone knew. Maybe Eureka knew. She's like, okay, I might have to go home, but I don't know if...
I think Eureka knew.
Crutches for the
I don't know if she did or not. I'm sorry, Mama, what did you say?
They're not going to let her sit there with crutches for the rest of the competition.
Yeah.
You can't.
No,
and no high heel
around.
And don't forget, the girls have to stand on stage during those critiques. We see it a few minutes on TV.
No, it's hours.
Hours and hours. She can't sustain that. The poor thing with a busted knee. That'd be torture. No.
We could hope that maybe it was just like a 1 week thing, or but these girls, this competition, it's not a joke. Like, they're shooting all week, and you think okay, maybe they get a couple of days off after a challenge. It's like, nope. Get back in that workroom, make your next outfit. You're on your feet.
Video challenge at the very end of the season, with one of RuPaul's songs, and there's going to be choreography. And RuPaul is not going to have somebody on crutches in her music video.
I know. Okay, well, let's hope we see her again on season 10, and along with Britain giving her hell. All right.
She would be really smart to go away and come back even more prepared.
Yeah,
and with kind of a following, with people rooting for her. So I think this is a good thing.
She gets to go around the merry-go-round twice. That's really cool, though.
That is nice. All right, so we have another queen gone. Now, who do we think is in the top? Who do we think's bottom? Are we still in line with what we said last week? We think kind of Valentina. I'm thinking Shea all the way. Shea all the way is what I'm saying. But let's go to one of our new boys, Danny. Who's your top?
Well, when I was judging out the season before they started releasing episodes, I originally wanted Pheromone to win the competition. I really thought she could come on top, because I looked at her and I was like, she looks fierce. But now I'm looking at Valentina and I'm like, that bitch did not come to play. She needs to turn it on. Her confidence is extraordinary. I've never seen somebody with that in my life. I think she should come out on top. If not Shea Coulee, it's going to be very difficult. Unless it's Michelle, too. I feel like those three now, with what we see, might be top 3.
Okay. Britain, what you say?
I'm still a Valentina fan all the way. But I have to say, I'm starting to lean more towards Shea Coulee as well. I know that some of y'all are more Shea fans. Those are my top 2. And I would say maybe Alexis. I think maybe a couple more challenges will really be able to zero in on who the top 3 really will be.
Nice. Danny, was that a Mike's Hard Lemonade?
It may have been.
All right, that's hilarious.
No commercials.
You guys, I remember high school. Michael, who's your top queen?
I really liked Shea this week. I thought Shea really pulled ahead. I thought, as much as I like Sasha, I saw her sort of kind of blend into the background. There wasn't much from her this week, but I still like her. And Valentina, of course, I think she's showing, like I said, a more mature look. And I think she's got more to show us.
Yeah, I think she's just a mature person. Like you watch her like in Untucked.
An old soul.
I think she is. All right, Christopher Henry, who are you voting for?
So my top 3 are Valentina, Shay, and Sasha. I feel like Valentina, even for her lack of experience, there's something to be said for raw talent, and she just has it. She's comfortable on camera. She can deliver in performing challenges. She slays the runway. She has that confidence, and as we've seen with past competitors, confidence can take you all the way in the competition.
Yeah.
Shay is another person could give her a run for her money. She's a fierce performer. I think Sasha could go all the way too, but she gets in her head a lot, and I think that's probably going to hold her back going forward. And as much as I love Alexis, in Untucked, she kind of threw everybody under the bus. Yeah,
I did not like that whatsoever. It is not up to another queen to fix your look.
No, it's a competition. It's up to you. Like you go.
Well, we talked about this in a previous episode, Mama. I think like we did a little bit, being like, at what point is it appropriate for you to stop helping other queens and start playing the competition?
And
I fucking day one, personally.
Said, they have tried to give her advice in the past, and she blew them off.
Exactly.
So why would you tell her now?
I think that was a wrong move, especially when she was like, "I'm not finished," and would not let Farrah go prepare for her lip sync. I was like, "You're not making any friends right now, baby."
She totally just.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Bad move. But okay, Mark, who are you voting for on top?
I am a Sasha.
For Queens, not
Valentina girl
Valentina.
all the way. I think I love Sasha. I think she's amazing. I think Valentina and Sasha are the next ones of drag. And Shay's really great too. I would love to see, all of them in the top 3.
I want to go see Shay's show. Is what I want. Like,
what?
I want to see like a Shay's show. Like, I want to go.
Yeah, I want to see her perform.
I want to I can't wait to see that. I want her to come to New York. I will be in line buying a ticket personally.
She was here. She and Sasha were both here.
At Seattle?
Sasha, Shay, Trinity, Aja.
Already working that hustle. They're like, come on.
No, they did this thing here at a bar our place called RuPaul's March Dragness. So, like with the NCAA March Madness.
Oh, that's
March
fun.
Dragness. And so they always have the new queens from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Do they do like a fantasy? I've wanted to do this for a while, like a fantasy football sort of thing with Drag Race. And like you pick your top 3 from beforehand, and you bet, and like I think next season, season 10, let's do. So what would that fantasy Drag Race? I guess. Anyway, Russ, let's check in on Q Life magazine, and who's the top now?
So top this week is Sasha Velour.
Okay.
Shea Coulee.
And Aja. And Aja. Okay. And
bottom is Farrah Eureka. Bottom to the top, Valentina, Eureka, and Farrah.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe they're just not liking the pretty queens. That's what it sounds like to me.
I think just people
bitter women.
People go vote.
Okay, well the thing is, it's like that just shows you it could be anybody's game. We don't know what's going to happen in the next few weeks. So I would like to thank you all for joining me today, especially our new boys, Danny and Christopher. Keep coming back, keep watching Q Life magazine. Thank you RuPaul's Drag Race for bringing us together.
Next week is Snatch Game.
What's that?
Next week is Snatch Game.
Next week is Snatch Game?
I know.
With 10
dress up as your favorite characters, ladies.
It's what separates the girls from the women.
No, I have an idea for next week's Snatch Game, but if you want to impersonate a celebrity, I would not be mad. We'll talk. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Thanks for spending your afternoon with us. And everybody say bye.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.